Hello everybody, this is Vinayak and welcome back to Vox Your Lifetime, your go-to source for Windows tutorials, storage management and server optimization tips brought to you by Vox4.com, your trusted provider for lifetime VPS, dedicated servers, managed WordPress hosting, monthly VPS plans and lifetime web hosting based on cPanel. In today's video, we will walk you through how to increase disk space in Windows. Whether you are using a PC, laptop, or virtual machine, running out of disk space can slow down your computer and prevent softwares from running properly. You may need to expand disk space to store more files, install new applications, or optimize system performance. Before moving further in our tutorial, I would like to tell you some of the requirements and precautions which are used while increasing the disk size in Windows. First, we should be backing up our important data because sometimes changing the disk size in partitions cause data loss due to the process working in an exact manner. Creating a full backup for your important files to avoid any unwanted data loss is a critical task which can be performed before starting the extension of your disk space. You should back up your files using a reliable backup tool on external drive or cloud storage. Secondly, you should check if you have enough disk space because to expand a volume or disk, you must have unallocated space present in your devices. Unallocated space is the portion of size which is not assigned to any volume or it is offline and it does not contain any data. It can be done by shrinking a volume, deleting an unused portion, or moving data to an external drive. Next, let's have a look at what are the file systems which can be used for increasing the disk size in Windows. We have NTFS, which is called New Technology File System. It is more flexible and supports larger disk sizes as well as most resizing option. And we have FAT32, which is called File Allocation Table 32. It has limited support for large partitions, but if your drive uses FAT32 and needs resizing, first you should consider converting it to NTFS for greater compatibility. Also, some features and commands are only supported in certain versions of Windows, for example Windows 10, Windows 11, and Windows Server. Check that your version supports the command or features which we are planning to use. To increase disk space or do disk management in our Windows machine via graphical tools, we have the disk management software which is present on our Windows machine. Disk management is a user-friendly built-in Windows tool for managing partitions and it is available on almost all Windows editions. To extend your volume using disk management tool, I would recommend you to open the disk management software by pressing Windows X. Once you press Windows X, you can select disks management or simply click on the Windows icon and search for disk management in all applications. It is present in system applications or we can see it further and search for it in the search bar by typing disk management. We can see a feature which is named clear and format hard disk partitions. I will click on it. We will now be accessing our disk sizes. A partition of 50 MB is being unallocated, which means we can create a disk with a size of 50 MB. To verify this, I will go to File Manager and in the File Manager, we will navigate to this PC. We can see only local disk C is available but the partition with 50 MB is not showing. Now I will right click on the drive and click on new simple volume. A wizard with the name new simple volume wizard will appear in front of us. We will press enter and allocate the size as per our needs. For example, I only want to allocate 24 MB for this device. I will click next. Once it is done, we will move forward and assign a drive letter. For example, we have C over here. I can assign D, E or any another letter. I'll click on next. Now we will choose the partition format. I would recommend you to go with NTFS because it has a vast support and it is greater than FAT32 partitioning format. I'll click next and press finish. A new partition is created with the name new volume and we can see over here as well the new volume E partition is present with the size of 24 MB. By using this disk management tool which is a graphical utility, we can increase disk space in our Windows machine or Windows server or VPS. Moving further, if we want to expand a specific directory or drive, we can do so by right clicking on the drive, click on the extend button. Now we will see the extend partition wizard on our screen. Click on next. We will proceed further and remove the selected partition. For example, the 24 MB partition is already unallocated, so it will be moved by default in the selection category. Now I want to, for example, take 12 MB only. Click on next and click finish. The partition size got upgraded to 36 MB. This means we can extend and shrink the volumes as per our time. Similarly, if we want to shrink the volume, I will right click over here, click on shrink volume, and we can specify the number of megabytes or gigabytes about which the storage will be shrinked. Moving further, let's look at how we can use the command prompt or terminal for increasing the disk storage in our servers. To do this, we will proceed further and type CMD in our search bar and press enter. I will type C, which is short for command prompt. Next, we will move forward and use a tool such as disk part. The syntax will be DISKPART and press enter. Now we are using the disk part utility on our server. This utility is used for extending, managing, and shrinking the disk sizes on our Windows machine. If I want to list the available disks, I will go proceed further and type list space disk and press enter. We can see only disk 0 is online or present in our server with its total size at 38 GB, out of which 13 MB is free. Similarly, if I want to select the disk, I will type select 0 since it is the only disk present. I'll press enter. Now disk 0 is selected. We will continue and type list volume and press enter. These four volumes or partitions are present inside of our single disk. Next, we will proceed further and choose the disk partition. For doing this, type select space volume space the number of our volume. For example, I want to select the volume number 3. I will choose it and press enter. Similarly, we can go ahead and extend the volume by typing extend. That's it for today's guide on increasing disk size in Windows. We covered partition resizing, virtual disk expansion, disk part, and storage management tips. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with others in managing Windows storage. For more tutorials, check out our blog linked in the description. And remember, whether you need lifetime VPS, dedicated servers, managed WordPress hosting, monthly VPS plans, or lifetime web hosting based on cPanel, Vox4 has you covered. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.